Green Lanterns issue 50 sees Dan Jurgens take over the book and begin a story that sees the Guardians of the Universe unearth an old threat to the Lantern Corps. Elsewhere, John Stewart is investigating a distress beacon from a wrecked ship of unknown origin. His ring tells him the attack it suffered killed all aboard. John comes under attack as something destroys the derelict, erasing any evidence it existed. The warp portal that opens along with it expels an entire alien fleet. John tries to fight the fleet, which begin launching fighters after him, but he's stopped by an alien who somehow overrides his ring as he tries to alert the Guardians, relaying them an all-clear code before taking John with him. Elsewhere in the galaxy, Kilowog and Guy see a priestess on the planet Nidesi, who says thanks to the source wall being destroyed, a great evil approaches them. Guy wants proof of this great threat, not just hearsay, and a voice tells him to trust the words of Lady Char, and the voice is revealed to belong to Lakal, the Slayer of Gods, who is greatly wounded. As he collapses, he says something called Ravagers attacked him and they take their orders from someone, but before he can say who, he passes out. Taking him for medical attention, the two Lanterns are notified that John has gone missing and they need to help in the search effort to find him. On Earth, Jessica and her sister Sarah are having a much needed fun night out at a nightclub. That is until Simon and Kyle arrive to join in on the fun and tell her there is a training mission ahead of her. Kyle says that he is there to train Simon and Jessica, so they are forced to let Sarah go home alone as they take off into space. Along the way, Jessica talks about her time as a Lantern and how she's come so far, since before she never even wanted the fly and now it's nothing for her. On Mogo, the Guardians talk about their shared feeling that something is coming. They wonder where Kada Sal, another Guardian, is, since he hasn't responded to their calls. They say John should be present in their meeting and summon him, but he is missing, as is Hal Jordan. They find Kyle is on the move, however, and summon him instead, while also sending out a search party to look for John. John, meanwhile, is still engaged in battle with the fleet, and the being who his ring tells him is an energy-based being and carries the consciousness of multiple beings. He says his name is Eon and that John interferes with his effort. John armors himself up, saying his will won't be broken, but the fleet continues its attack, using its tractor beams to rip the constructs from his body. John tries to send an alert, but the ring won't do it. Elsewhere, Simon, Jess and Kyle arrive at a stormy Mogo and find Lunday waiting for them, telling them the Guardians have lost contact with multiple worlds, including her own, so as a queen she must leave. As they talk, some of the storm catches a building and begins breaking it apart, making the Lanterns brace it with constructs and catch the falling debris. Jess's ring warns her that not everything is as it seems with the Guardians and the planet, and she needs to watch her own back. Guy and Kilowog meanwhile find a beaten and barely alive John, and after stabilizing him, they hope they can get to Mogo on time to save him. Back on Mogo, the storm picks up and all Lanterns are called in to help stop it from ripping the city apart. One of the towers explodes and Kyle and Jess rush to brace it with constructs. Jess scans the building for life and finds 2 people, but then her ring says there is only one, as one of the people died. In the tower she finds Simon along with a dead Kada Sal, who, as Jess's ring puts it, was murdered, and may be murdered by Simon. Green Lanterns issue 50 begun a really interesting and action-packed story from Dan Jurgens, who slightly shifted the focus of the book to include the rest of the Human Lanterns as main characters as well, and I kind of feel this might be something to do with them possibly renaming the book to just Green Lantern Corps, and maybe this is their way of sort of slowly moving it into a larger focused book rather than just focusing on 2 lanterns specifically. The story was teased as something going wrong maybe with the Lantern Battery Core, but I hope that might be misdirection or might be just a small part of the overall story, since we've had a multitude of stories over the years where the power battery has gone haywire, or it's stopped working, or it's been stolen or destroyed or something. So I'm hoping they're doing something a little bit different though. I'm also looking forward to the villain Eon as well, since they seem very interesting and I'm intrigued about this threat from beyond the source wall. I'm going to give this issue an 8.5 out of 10. Hey everyone, thanks for watching my newest video. If you enjoyed it, you might also like to check out my other reviews here on my channel. You can also follow me on various social media platforms like Twitter by searching Matt_FOS, or even join the Comic Multiverse Discord server and chat with other comic book fans, including myself and Joel from Cape Joel. Want cheap comics and trades? Head over to the book depository with the link in the description to get the cheapest trades and comics around, along with free shipping anywhere in the world. Until next time, this has been Matt of the Fortress of Solitude. Thank you so much for watching.